Hi everyone, this is Tammy, owner of Worthyworthitpriceless. In today's podcast, I want to give you encouragement to take the limits off. If you haven't listened to the podcast, you know that a few weeks ago, or probably like a month or two ago, I made a podcast about no longer making home decor pillows. Like, oh yeah, they didn't make any money, and I've been doing them for years, and And my issue, or the thing that I actually came up with, was that I was going to just do encouragement pillows because that all goes with the brand and Cool. But the thing that I didn't think all the way through was just the whole point that there's only so many inspirational quotes that you can do. And what I ended up doing was I backed myself in a corner. What I started to realize was that there was something that was missing. That is something, I love doing pillows, regardless whether it's for money or not for money. Like, I love doing pillows. My grandma taught me how to make pillows. It'll be 10 years ago on the 25th. That was like the first day she bought all my materials and everything. And I talk about it all the time. And then I actually finished the pillow, the pillow that she bought me. I did it by hand. I finished it on the 26th. So this week will be 10 years that has happened. But anyway, aside from that, it was like I said, there's only so many inspirational quotes that you can do. And what ended up happening is I started realizing that I was holding myself back. And there was times I seen beautiful designs in the store and like, yeah, I could do this. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. And I was stopping myself. And then it's like, I realized within myself that there was something that was missing. And I wasn't doing what I love to do. Whether I was making pillows or not, it just wasn't the authentic way and the way that I actually love to do them. So what ended up happening is, I don't want to say that I got upset, and I kind of was like, something is missing. I didn't know what was missing in my life. And it was like, this the funniest thing. It's like God calls you to do something. And then you put your own little remix on what he's called you to do. Like, oh no, I should do it this way. I should do it this way. Instead of actually just seeking God. It was like, you know what? Let's see how this goes or whatever. And it's so funny because I give you guys the same advice. Like, just keep at it. And then you never know what might happen. And as of, I just didn't really take my own advice. And I'm cool with falling in front of you guys or whatever, and because I'd rather you guys tell you the truth, or being transparent, like, hey, I tried it didn't work, I didn't think it through. You know what I mean? And I'm cool with that, because if I learn something, hopefully you learn something as well. But either way, so with that being said, I was just upset, and I'm like, man, I don't know what's going on. I'm missing something, and I asked God for a vision or whatever. Like, what do you need me to do? I finally asked him, you know what I mean? Because it was like, okay, what am I doing, God? Please help me. And God usually, if it's not through someone else, then it's usually like through a dream. But I asked God, like, if you gonna give me a dream about something, can you please have it to be right before I get up so I remember it? Because, you know what I mean? So anyway, right before I got up, actually this week, I had this dream, I had this vision of this pillow, and I'm actually going to make it, so it'll be out sometime this week. But it was the thing, like, that is something that I love to do, and it was something that I miss doing. And a lot of times we try to make our own little interpretation of what we think God wants us to do, or what we think people want us to do, or we put our own interpretation on a dream or a vision or anything. And what I'm telling you to do is seek God first, and possibly don't make an announcement about it, whatever. But aside from that, seek God first and see what he wants you to do. And even with your dreams, just make sure that it's authentic. Don't try to make it what you think it should be or whatever vision. As things go along, you will figure out what works for you and what doesn't work for you. And don't try to force anything. Because like I said, what I did, by the grace of God, I am a very creative person. And when I put a lid on certain things of like, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do this. I have, like if I say I'm going to do something, I do it. And depends on what it is. But for the most part, like my follow through is like so serious. Like if I say I'm going to do something, I'm not going to do it. And it's like, once I put my mind to it, I'm not doing it. And sometimes it can bite you in the butt. Long story short, it basically bit me in the butt because I was like, dude, I'm not happy just doing inspirational quotes. I don't mind it, but it's like, it's only so many quotes that you can do. And I was stifling or basically stopping my own creativity. So what I want to tell anyone out there who's an entrepreneur, or, you know, you don't even have to be an entrepreneur or whatever, but it's just, take my example for, you know, take this as an example or whatever. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't stop yourself from doing anything. Seek God first. And within your business, you'll see what works and what doesn't work. Even in life, you'll see what works and what doesn't work. Don't try to come up with your own conclusions or whatever. You know, just basically, as you go, you will learn. And you're only in competition with yourself. Don't put so much pressure on yourself to do anything. You're going to make it, no matter what you think it is. You know, God has a plan for your life and everything. Don't make it more harder than it needs to be. And once again, don't limit yourself. Don't limit your creativity. Don't limit your mind or whatever, because God can do the impossible. And just because you may not see it today, don't mean that He won't allow that thing to happen for you. So I hope that this has encouraged you. When you see other pillows and other designs come out, you know why. I explain this. I'm going to put it on the YouTube channel as well. And so at the end of the day, you're going to see it. You're going to see other designs and all that other stuff. And just know that this is why. But until next time, continue. I'm sorry, I'm getting a cold or something. But please know that you are worthy, worth it, and priceless. And until next time, bye.